the Tuesday edition of Morning Scone presented by Brock, the Veterans Orthopedic Clinic. Parish Construction and Roofing. If you need North Beach, go to Brock. You need a roof, you call Parish. Unique Physique, uniquephysique.com. Restored Motions, restoredmotions.com. Coming to you from the phone, this is take 3. For some reason, StreamYard was having audio issues. Please let me know, those of you who are jumping aboard here, if you have audio with me. Check one, check one, check one. Please let me know if you have audio. Please comment. Okay, so it's got to be an issue with StreamYard. That was so weird. I mean, all my settings were correct. So anyway, all right, this is going to be abbreviated now because I only got about 10 minutes left. All right, thanks for being there, everybody. Sorry for all the issues. Weird vantage point now, I guess, too. So I have my my tripod. Well, I have my tripod. I guess it's not worth messing with right now. Well. All right, so 3 more LSU players hit the transfer portal as the portal officially opened on Monday. Sorry, y'all. This will be better, I promise. Just do it like this. Okay, there we go. Better? Kind of like normal? A little bit better? A little bit more normal? There we go. Now that's kind of like, sorry. Now that's kind of like normal. Stop it, trivia. Okay, so 3 more LSU players at the transfer portal on Monday. Nathan Dibert, J.K. Johnson, and Demiron Johnson. Dibert plays kicker. Tore his ACL, you might remember, making a tackle against A&M last year. And then he got passed this year by Aaron Burrell, who was awesome. The J.K. Johnson transferred in from Ohio State last year and suffered that lower leg injury in fall camp, missed last year, and then just never quite got back on track this year. So he has a 5th year next year, and then potentially a 6th year if he wants a medical red shirt the following year. He's not a COVID eligible. He was a freshman at Ohio State in 2021. He redshirted that year. Played in 2 games. But anyway, so J.K. Johnson, and then Demiron Johnson's the other. And that's interesting because late last week, Demiron Johnson, all the reports were that he had entered the transfer portal, and then he told Wilson Alexander that he had not entered the transfer portal, or was not entering the transfer portal. And Monday came and he entered the transfer portal. I just don't think he liked that somebody broke his news. So anyway, 3 more Tigers in the portal, and of consequence, Jamari Butler, an elite edge from Nebraska, is in the portal, and he's got 3 finalists. It's LSU, Florida State, and Texas A&M. So, all right, you told us, you wanted to be aggressive in the portal. Let's see it. Here you go. And one other note, I should have mentioned, but, we're talking about tight ends, and the Bauer Sharp, the tight end from Oklahoma, he spent the first 3 years of his career at Southeastern. So he went to Southeastern Louisiana. They moved him from quarterback to tight end, bulked him up, real athletic guy. And he played tight end at Southeastern. And then this year, played 1 season tight end at Oklahoma. And now he's back in the portal. And LSU figures to be in the mix for his services. I know they've already reached out. So got to land one of those elite tight ends. See if you can go get Jamari Butler. You're going to need elite wide receiver help. You're going to need safety help. Had a conversation. You got a call yesterday about Jacoby Matthews. I know everyone asked about him. He did not play football this year. He was enrolled in online classes. I don't know in what school he was enrolled. I was told this summer he was enrolled in online classes at BRCC, was enrolled in online classes this fall so as to stay eligible, but is planning to transfer and be eligible somewhere for spring football in the spring semester, then for the 2025 season. And last year, when he entered the spring portal, LSU and Ole Miss were his kind of targets. But obviously, you can't transfer within the league in the spring portal. So talked a lot about that on talked about that a lot on today's Locked on LSU. So please check out Locked on LSU if you've not done so yet on your favorite podcast app or here on YouTube. So smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. We appreciate y'all for being there. Again, weird day today. For whatever reason, the audio wasn't working on StreamYard. But let's see. Gorilla, Jacob Thompson, Christian, Trivia Carter, Thomas, good morning, good morning, good morning. Wendell, good morning. Jared Weems, appreciate y'all for being there. Brad David. Christian said Jaheim Otis from Bama is in the portal. Is LSU going to target him? My understanding is he's like a 100% target to Ole Miss. So, I mean, that's the kind of player you'd love to see LSU go land. But I have no inside information there. All I know is they've like the services have him like as 100% Ole Miss. So that's one of those things where that may already be done. Jesse Brown, is Rattler the next quarterback Sunday? Or is quarterback next Sunday? Maybe. They'll make that decision today. So Carr is a hand fracture. Darren Rizzi said on Tuesday that they haven't ruled out Derek Carr playing this week. So remember, it's his non-throwing hand. So we'll see. Whether it's Rattler or Haener, I think is interesting. If they do go with one of the backups, I think the tendency would be to say, well, Spencer Rattler struggled in those 3 games. And there's some truth to that, but he's also a rookie. I mean, Bryce Young is in the end of year 2, and he's just starting to play like a competent quarterback. So, anyway, I mean, Caleb Williams has been starting his entire rookie year, and his like QBR is like a 47 or something. It's hard to play quarterback in the NFL. Rattler's a rookie. He's thrown into a situation with a makeshift offensive line without his weapons. I'm not giving up on Spencer Rattler after 3 games. That if you feel like he has the higher ceiling, then I feel like that's the way you'd go. Quentin Breakbill, good morning. Let's see, Thomas Primo, Matt, can you tell us what Trevor Penning's PFF grade was last weekend? He has solidified the right. Has he solidified the right tackle position? So I would recommend, Thomas, you go check out Louisiana Daily. Louisiana Daily, excuse me. That's an old. Louisiana Daily is an old website we used to have. LouisianaSports.net. That was, boy, plug that way from the deep recesses of my brain. LouisianaSports.net. Ross Jackson every week does a PFF column for the Saints the same way that Hunt does for LSU, where he goes and looks at the top and bottom PFF grades for each week. So I believe Trevor Penning maybe was like the 5th highest this week. StatDub, no overlay. So StatDub, we tried twice on StreamYard this morning with the overlay, and there was no audio. And all my settings were correct. The pot was up, the audio setting. I tried 2 different audio inputs, so it must be something with the platform today. But we'll try again tomorrow. So I'm just doing this on my phone very quickly here. Let's see, odds Kyron Lacey plays in the bowl game. I don't know the answer to that. My guess is he wouldn't play, but I don't know the answer to that at all. Brad, do you think the Bengals always underachieve when they have a star quarterback? Have they just missed on draft picks? Well, their defense is atrocious. That's the problem. Their offense is quite good. I mean, Joe Burrow is playing at an otherworldly level. When I was cold plunging this morning, I had SportsCenter on, and they showed a graphic, or I guess it was Get Up. They were showing a graphic of quarterbacks to have 4 consecutive games with 300 yards passing and 2 touchdowns or something like that. And it's like Burrow, Steve Young, Peyton Manning, and Patrick Mahomes are the only 4 that have done it. It's crazy. I mean, Joe Burrow would be the MVP this year if his team weren't, what are they, 5-8, whatever they are. But it's very reminiscent of those Drew Brees seasons like 2008, where Drew Brees threw for 5,000 yards, but the team was 500. you know. Very reminiscent of those years. Please smash the like button if you would. Subscribe to the channel, Facebook, like the page, share the post. We're not on Facebook, so never mind. Eric, with revenue sharing, do you think additional revenue from a home playoff game is significant competitive advantage for a program? No, because remember, while those are on campus, the home program isn't going to get all of that money. It's not like a home game. It's still a game operated by the college football playoff. So all that revenue still goes into the pot. Now, what happens is generally, like with bowl game payouts, the team like if you're a team, let's say LSU's playing in the Texas Bowl. There's a payout for the Texas Bowl, whatever that number is. I don't know what it is. All that money goes to the SEC. The SEC allocates X for expenses. So LSU wouldn't lose money on the trip, right? Here's X for your expenses. And then the surplus, what's left, goes into the pot, and that's divvied up among the whole league. So it would be the same thing in this instance. Now, it's very likely that the host team would get maybe a larger chunk, but we'd see it. Like, remember, all the league revenue, all of it, goes into one pot, and it's divvied up among all the members of the league and the league office. There's 16 members of the league, and then the league office. So it's split now 17 ways. It's a good question. Cliff Nelson thought it was Cooper Rush season, but apparently not. Cliff, I may have texted Musso last night after the Bengals scored, and I was sweating my my over 50, which didn't hit. Kind of a little there goes our hero. There goes my hero. Needed Cooper Rush season. Didn't happen. Let's see. I got one more minute. Leon Fact has the most sacks. Doesn't sit well, especially since we paid Granderson. I don't know about that, man. I mean, 7.5 sacks from the interior is pretty incredible, and you still got a month to play the season. So I wouldn't say that that's a knock on Granderson more as it is a credit to the season Brian Brzee is having. And I would say that should sit well with you because, man, you used a first-round draft pick on that guy, and it's nice to see you hit on a first-round draft pick. Hey, Sean, good morning. Brett Guidry. Jeff, what up, my dude? Jeff Blackman, great game last night. Burrow and Chase are so good. Wish the Saints could have held on to Hendrickson. No doubt. That's definitely one that was an absolute dreadful decision of a guy not to pay. And we always say you can't pay everybody. And in the moment, you know, paying Marshawn Lattimore and paying Alvin Kamara and all that made sense. But letting Hendrickson get away was a giant miss. Jesse Brown, is the transfer portal unlimited transfers? Yes, you can transfer every year. So you just have to be enrolled in school at the start of the semester. Okay, I gotta bounce, y'all. Please smash the like button if you would. Subscribe to the channel. As always, shout out to Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, Parish Construction and Roofing. If you need an orthopedist, go to Brock. You need a roof, give a shout. Parish, storm and raining again this morning. If you, neighbor, friend, relative, coworker, whatever, has roof issues, let us know. Parish Construction and Roofing, parishbuilt.com. Unique Physique, uniquephysique.com, and Restored Motions, restoredmotions.com. Got to go. Y'all have an awesome day. Thanks for being patient this morning.